1920, good luck. So up with knight f3 as per usual. I'm starting to mix it up with some d4 games as well as the Reti games now. He's gone d6, so we'll play d4. So our opponent, 1300 games rapid, so a little bit more than me. I've done just through 1000 now, just a little bit through. How do I want to do this? I'm going to challenge for e4, so it might be more an e4 game now, rather than basically a knight f3 game. We'll just go for some common sense development moves, get castled, then worry about what to do. So I could go a bit French structure like, couldn't it, this one, but I've already got castled. So I think I'll actually do that. I'll push the pawn in and I'll probably play c3. We're going quite quick here. What do we want to do? We need a plan. We need a plan. We can obviously attack the bishop, get a tempo doing that, but we could reserve that for later on. I mean, I've got bishop up to pin the knight. I guess he can move the queen, but I don't think we mind the idea of pushing on. I'm not sure I want to trade though. So I'm looking at c3 or knight up, or knight here. What do I want to do? Let's bring the knight up. Although, if he plays c5, I want to play c3. Right, let's just play c3, build the connect. Then if he plays this, I've got the idea to take back. He's played his knight that way. Okay, well now I'm happy to develop the bishop. Or should I? No, let's hit his bishop now, because he's going to have to trade it. Now he's gone here, he'll have to trade the bishop. He's going to develop in castle, I imagine. Yeah, he has played this move. So we could check, but I don't think I should. I think I'll just play a steady move, get the knight up. But do I want the knight here? Is there a trick here? I don't think so. Let's just develop the knight. Yeah, it's more an e4 game this now, which I'm not quite so familiar with. Never really been an e4 player, apart from whenever I first learnt the basics of chess. So what do I want to do? I think knight across seems sensible here. I do have queen up. If I check, it just gets his knight developed. Queen up, he can match it. Don't really want to do that. So it's whether I want to bring the knight here, stack the king side, or go the queen. I'll actually go the queen side and get the bishop up somewhere or other. He's played forward. Let's get our bishop developed and then our rook across. So I'm probably playing this a little bit too quickly for rapid, but I'm still a minute down on the clock. A full minute down already. Yeah, he's played knight across. So what are we going to do? How are we going to create anything? Do I need to bring the knight around the angles here? I'm wondering whether there's a trick to target this, but I don't see it. Yeah, I'm going to bring the bishop back, and I'm going to try and put the bishop on the more attacking diagonal and make room for the knight to switch sides. The knight's not doing a lot here, so I'm going to switch sides. Okay, he's played queen across, so he wants to play rook over. Okay. So I've got bishop up, I've got queen up potentially to attack the knight. So do either of them get me anything? Queen up? I mean, you could just play queen across to guard. So bishop up is an actual threat to the knight. And where's the knight going to go? I don't see that actually. So I'm going to come here and attack the knight. Just see how you defend it. I guess rook across, but then it gives me a chance to move across here. But what about if I go here now? Well, we're not threatening to actually capture, are we? So let's bring the knight across. Now we're potentially challenging for the g5 square. He's gone back now. I quite like the look of that. She's charging g5, but his bishop's not doing a lot with it. Let's just get the queen up and rook across. He'll do the same thing. Let's play across and challenge. Okay, so he's pushed forward. So do I want to go here? It might walk into this. So trade. Common sense. I wonder whether to start launching one this side. He can take. Go bold. I'm not sure. I want to push this pawn and prepare a push. I want to start pushing on the king side because everything's kind of stacked on the queen side and I'm getting down on the clock. Okay, so now I'll trade. And I'm going to push h4, starting to build on the king side. Just gentle building, very gently does it. Okay, so we could push forward and kick the knight. What's he going to do? He's going to have to go right back into the corner, right? That seems like a plan. But if we go here, back, can I just sack? Or can I sack now anywhere to bring the knight up? But it's a chance to drive him back, and he's going to have to push here, right? Drive the knight back into the corner, then maybe bishop back. Let's bring the bishop back. And just try and prepare this diagonal at some point, or we just go for the brute force, but it probably doesn't work right now. I don't see the finish. There might be one, I just don't see it. Take, 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 and I don't see how I get the knight in as well to attack. Take, take, take. He's covered this square with the queen and bishop, and I don't see how I get the knight in, but bishop takes, takes. Maybe it does work. Maybe it's something to seriously consider. Yeah, he's launched one. I think I've got to take, don't I, and try and open it up. It gives my knight a very nice square. So we've got to take there. We get a nice square for knight. We get the bishop up. So bishop or knight. Take now I don't think is as effective, and everything's opened up for the defense. So knight in could be good. If he takes, I take back. I don't quite like the look of that so much though. So I'm going to devote the bishop first. I might need the king up as well, so there's no immediate one move check threats. But I'm over 2 minutes down on the clock now. So he's playing this really quickly. Well, for a 10-minute game. So we can play in, or we can play knight in. It's got to be right for the bishop, hasn't it? And try and get rid of it. It's a nice defensive piece, so it's now gone. But again, how do we actually attack or not burn all our clock? Oh, he's come up to challenge the knight. So take, take, I can get the bishop up. It's simplifying a bit too much, isn't it? But I don't see nothing else. Let's take. Now I could check, but how am I going to attack? I'm looking at launching these pawns. I don't see how I attack here. A check's still a check though. Let's throw a check in, but it kind of weakens this side ever so slightly now. I think I'm going to play queen. Mind you, queen forward, he's got queen up. But then I can maybe go here. Here, takes, takes. I don't quite like the look of. Let's bring the king up because I'm burning too much time. 3 minutes on the clock now. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to push these. Let's launch one and then try and launch the other one. So he's really trying to trade things off. So we're going to have to drop back. Oh, hold on. I could. Well, can I do this? I don't think so. If I go here, he just takes. Right, I can't do that. I've got to drop back. This is a big weakness unless he tries to force it off at some point. He'll get his knight active. So I'm going to launch here. He might just push here. He might do. I'm going to have to try and get active. Not a fan of my position now. Okay, let's push. See, because I've used a lot of time early in the game, I've got to play this end game quickly now. Got to be a lot quicker than our opponent. Is there any trick here? Like queen back to attack the knight, and we're threatening a check. He can't go this way. He'd have to go here. But back. Oh, he's double attacked the pawn. I just didn't even see it. Yeah, the game's gone, isn't it? This game's finished. The game is kaput. Let's bring the bishop forward and guard this pawn. He can just take here. And there's not a lot I can do about it. I can go here. There's no check, no discovered check. So let's go here then. I'm covering this check, and the knight can't move with a discovered check, and we're threatening to come for the back rank. But yeah, the game's completely gone. He's been way too quick here, and rather good with it. Rather strong with it for the speed. So I'm simply just threatening a check, that's all we're threatening here. He can block. Yeah, he's played knight back, so check, queen blocks. There is a pawn, right? If he blocks, I can take here. But he can't step forward, so he has to, doesn't he? So it should win one pawn. But then the knight, has he just collapsed the position? Has he just blundered it completely? Just moving way too fast. So if I take with a queen, if he trades, it's game over, isn't it? There's no way he's going to save the pawn. So it's got to be right to go with a queen. Now we're a piece up. It should be winning out of nowhere. It should be. So here, 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 here. Yeah, he's just resigned. He's just had enough. I can check there and collect the pawn as well. He's just messed up that from completely winning. He must have been better there. Let's see what it was in engine speak. He might not have been in engine language. There might have been perfectly good. Let's just find out. It felt like I was struggling or difficult. Oh yeah, I actually was okay. It felt like it was getting tricky, wasn't it? But it was okay. So we've played it not bad, but we're completely level at move 39. So we've played, what, 92 versus 84 on the accuracy. We've been better out the opening. We've dipped it back to level, and then it's happened again here. So let's have a look and see where that was. But it turned out not so bad, but I'm 3 minutes down on the clock. And it's turned more into an e4 game, and I just don't play e4 openings hardly, so not quite so familiar with these structures. So here, yeah, I should have played g3 immediately. It gives the bishop a route back, and it gives you your king forward to start pushing on the king's side. But then knight d2 is actually a blunder, and I should have just played bishop to d3. It's only 1.4 it's lost, but it is a blunder, so this was alright. But then queen b8. Oh, he's got a nice tactic. Knight takes, or what's the idea here? He's got a nice tactic. Knight takes, d takes, then he can push d4, and my bishop's going to be trapped. So he's got knight takes, d takes, d4, and the bishop's just got nowhere to go. It's just basic tactics, but just didn't spot it. Thankfully, our opponent didn't spot it either. And these moves are all okay. Again, I should have been playing this g3 move, preparing h4 a bit sooner than I was. Then all of this is actually okay for us now. For the rest of the game, we played it pretty well once we get to this end game phase, but we do come back to level. This is all okay. So I should have played the knight in over there rather than taking, even though the other knight's not doing so much right now. But it's still basically okay, this. So we've maneuvered here okay. I shouldn't have played a5. I should have played the queen back to c1 immediately, threatening a check here and hit this pawn, which is how we ended up going for, of course. Then here, it looks a bit dicey, doesn't it? Because we're like, what, we're 3 minutes down on the clock. This pawn is going to be lost. But I found queen to c3 after bishop up. He should have taken the outer pawn, not the inner pawn. He should have gone for the outer one, and that's suddenly +2 for us. That's actually a blunder. Knight takes a5, and it'll just be still level. So he should have gone for that one. And what's the move? Maybe queen's still here to hit the knight, threaten this. Let's just see. Yeah, queen c3 and queen a3. They're the two moves. Hit the knight, threaten this back rank check to try and win this pawn as well. So that's what we should have done there. But he took the wrong pawn. So queen c3 was a good move because we cover this check. The knight can't jump out the way with a discovered check on the queen. And then he's blundered there with knight back to f5. What did he do there? He spent a lot of time on that move actually, but didn't see a better move. It allows a check and we win the piece. And then in this position, obviously, you just take your time. You'll spot that you've got the check, winning this on the spot. If he pushes here, you can win it. If he doesn't, you can go here and protect it. And then eventually a piece up, it's going to make the difference. So at my level, not a bad game, very good.